The PlayStation Experience 2016 will at least have 5 new games and also 3 big ones probably. Let's take a look. This is Raptor News reactions on the latest gaming news, brought to you by Azit Zuman over on the PlayStation blog. You probably know it. Okay, let's take a look. PlayStation Experience will be held on December 3rd till December 4th. December 3rd they will of course have the press conference, announce a ton of new stuff. I already made some predictions for that PlayStation press conference. Check them out on the channel. Okay, we stumble upon these unannounced panels already. What could they be? That's very interesting. Let's take a look at the other panels first. So first we will have a Horizon panel on Sunday, and join Guerrilla Games for an inside look at the world of the Horizon Zero Dawn and the lore and machines that define it. Interesting stuff. So if you want to go there if you go to Anaheim during this event. Then we have the kind of funny PlayStation I Love You XOXO podcast. Listen to it every week. Great stuff. It's the #1 PlayStation podcast on the internet. They did a show last year as well, so it's cool to see them again. They will have some developers on. David Gabby will be there for Drawn to Dead, of course, his new game. It's over here. So he will discuss that, but they will have a ton of other guests probably. Another panel is about accessibility, making games for all gamers. Naughty Dog will be there, some PlayStation developers talking about how to create games. Should be interesting as well, but interesting to notice, why not announce these panels if it will be something like teaching gamers about development? Then that would not be unannounced, right? That's nothing secret about that. So I think it will be more in the realm of Horizon Zero Dawn. So these could be 3 unannounced games that we will get an in-depth look on. It will be after the press conference, so that means that they will probably have the press conference. It will be around the 2 hours long, because as we see here, the action will kick off on 10 AM and then the first panel will be at 12 PM. So they will have some things going on in between, then they immediately go to this panel. So we could be looking at a 2-hour press conference here. Awesome stuff. I want to see that. I will be watching that. I will be covering that for you. Have all my reactions and stuff like that up on the channel. Be sure to check it out. Anyway, what could these panels be? If you have any idea, drop it down in the comments. I got some ideas. First, I think it will be one of these panels will be for the new Uncharted 4 single player DLC. A lot of rumors about it going around, what it will be, when it will release, and that it will be announced. It's like almost certain that it will be announced. I mean, they have it in the works. Uncharted launched in May, so they had some time to make this happen. And of course, it's a PlayStation press conference solely for PlayStation fans. PlayStation Experience is really to celebrate PlayStation. So to show the DLC for the biggest PlayStation exclusive right now, the biggest PlayStation 4 exclusive, why not, right? This is a great time to do that, so I think that will happen, and I think that they will have a panel about it with like Troy Baker, of course, Zully, the actor that does the voice acting for Zully, maybe Nathan Drake, that voice actor will also be there. So I think that will be an interesting in-depth look at the story DLC. But then we have 2 other unannounced panels. I of course made some predictions, like I said. And I think that the new games that will be shown at the PlayStation press conference will have an in-depth panel as well. What is interesting is that those games are probably like not so far off. On the other hand, they are probably not announced yet, because otherwise it would just be Detroit panel, right? Days Gone panel, right? I mean, we already know about these games, so why make them a secret? Could still be the case, but I think we're looking at new games here. My new game predictions for the PlayStation Experience were Knack 2 and Bloodborne 2. Those are 2 big ones. Okay, Knack's not really a big one, still, it will be a pretty huge title. I think that one of those 2 panels will be dedicated to, a new game that I predicted. So hopefully Bloodborne 2, really want to see that. It might be Knack 2, although I don't think that that's super interesting to go in depth on that. On the other hand, they have to prove something, because Knack 1 sold a lot, but why is Knack 2 so good? Why is it way better? Why should we care? So that will be interesting. I think it might also be just completely something else that Sony Japan is working on, that maybe deep down will return and it will be as one of the unannounced panels. That will be insane. Like I said, let me know what you think. Then let's go a little bit down here, because there will be a ton of playable games. So if you go there, you'll have a great time. A lot of these games are already out. A lot of the VR games, obviously, but if you have never had a chance to try the PlayStation VR, you can do it right now. But there are also some new games. For example, Lost Guardian, like I said, is not out yet. It will be like a few days later. But if you're still on the fence, you can check it out. That is very interesting. I should still wait for the reviews, of course, before you buy it, because it can really go both ways. That's my opinion. Anyway, let's take a look. Gravity Rush, of course, delayed to January. GT Sport, whenever that's going to come out. I predict that we will see a release date at the PlayStation Experience. I hope that will be the case. Otherwise, we will still be like, okay, it was going to happen in November. Now we don't know when it's going to happen. So that will be super interesting. What other interesting titles are here? Persona 5, of course, delayed as well to April 4th. So to get your hands on it right now, that's awesome. Really jealous of people that go there. Resident Evil, of course, the upcoming huge title in January. Awesome to get your hands on that. Probably with PlayStation VR. Man, you're gonna get mental if you play that game with PlayStation VR, I think. The Battlefront Rogue One mission will be available the week after, so that's of course also. But if you have Battlefront, you can download it for free. So if you want to stand in line for that, go ahead. But you will not see me there. Ukulele, of course, also super interesting. That game also got delayed. So yeah, if you want to try that new platformer, of course, from the original creators of Banjo-Kazooie, check it out. Yakuza will be there. Watch Dogs is already out. So it is a great lineup. But if we go up, let's go up, let's go up, let's go up, let's go up, up. We see this. We're currently looking at well over 100 playable games at the PlayStation Experience this year. You will only see 96 on this list. Only 96 on this list. And there will be well over 100. Okay, we're here talking about a guy that's making a PlayStation blog post. So if he says well over 100, it could mean 103, 104. Because that's well over 100, right? It's 3 more, it's 4. So we might be looking at least 6, 7, 8 new games that are not on this list that will be announced at the PlayStation Experience. That is super exciting. That is awesome. I want to see that. Will they be playable? Because they say that these games will be playable. These are the playable games we have right here. Ace Combat will be playable. That's huge. It was announced, of course, at the PlayStation Experience in 2015. So, Bloodborne 2, if it gets announced, maybe you can play it already. Knack 2, maybe you can play it already. Wipeout, a new Wipeout VR game, maybe you can play it already. This is exciting. Let me know what you think. I will cover the shit out of PlayStation Experience, like I said, so subscribe to stay up to date. I will have an awesome video up with my dreams for the PlayStation VR, for the PlayStation Experience 2016 press conference. So be sure to check it out. Like the video if you did. I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.